See that? You see that? That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a middle finger to society. Mind you, due to. Simple factor of is that we get fucking scammed by our landlord. I obviously can't seem to get in contact with fucking Ronell about my goddamn pills. Getting ready to call the news. You fucking tablet. See, this is what I mean, that nobody fucking cares. I tried calling my mom this earlier to let her know. She basically gave me the middle finger. I don't fucking care then. So now we call Cairo.
Thank you for calling Cairo.
Oh, wait, that's right. I need to make sure that this is fucking... Hold on. Okay, working. Cool. Call Officer Debach of the Duval PD too. Hi, yeah, I was wondering if I can talk with a manager, supervisor, or someone about a news story.
We're right about to go into our newscast. Is something I can pass along to a manager for you?
Yeah, I'm wondering how to go about not becoming homeless again because I was just scammed by my landlord or my supposed landlord using a false identity. I live up in Des Moines. I just got off the streets after living on the streets for 10 years, living over in West Seattle first, and then moved up here down here to Des Moines due to our lease ended up in West Seattle, and our supposed quote unquote landlord told us that we were only allowed to be here until September 1st, and then come to find out, our landlord isn't even our landlord. She stole someone's identity, rented us a property that is owned by the bank, and we're getting ready to become homeless again on the 1st, and I don't know what the heck to do. Because I've done the shelters in Seattle. I've done the shelters all across this country when I was living on the streets in different states. I'm not doing it again because the simple factor is I've had 12 heart attacks out of 7 different shelters, and I'm only 29 years old.
Okay, well I can pass something along. Can I get your name and number?
Yeah, my name is Christian Mackman. Last name is spelled M as in Mary, A as in Adam, C as in Charlie, M as in Mary, I as in Ida, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy. 206-457-6846. And I'm really needing somebody to call me back or to come and speak with me about this, because I am now in the process of packing up my house to try to figure out on where I need to go come the 1st.
Got it. Okay. Well, I will pass it along. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
King 5 next. Two oh six 448 5555.
Thank you for calling King 5 Television and Com TV. Our business hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. To report a breaking news story to King 5 News or contact the news desk about an urgent news-related matter, please press 1.
Hi, yeah, I was wondering if I can speak with someone about a news story.
Mark.
Okay. I was actually waiting to be hung up on.
Hello, you've reached the King 5 investigators. Please leave a message with a short description of your problem, your name, and your phone number.
Really?
It's very important that we be able to understand your name and phone number, so please enunciate carefully. You can
Oh, fuck you.
email a detailed description to
Fuck you.
investigators@king5.com. Thank you.
Me and my wife are getting ready to become homeless because we rented a property from a scam artist. So I was honestly hoping to be able to speak with somebody in person about this, but I have to leave a voicemail, which is just as fine. Last nearly 10 years in 7 different states. I have been housed now for just over a year by a scam artist, and I didn't even know it until I got contacted by the bank who owns the property that I'm living in right now. So if you can, please. Do I really have to send you the fucking link, you dumbass? Jesus. Fuck, like, dude, I tell you, Reaper Den on fucking YouTube! My God! Dealing with fucking morons. My fucking God. I was just about to say, I'm calling your ass right now to fucking show you. You know, our landlord's a scam artist. I gotta piss now because I'm so fucking pissed off and I don't even know where my pills are at. Hey, babe. Can I ask you a favor? Can you start being a part of my YouTube channel, especially since it's involving both of us, not just me? Please? You know, this isn't just my shit. You know, we both have to deal with this, you know, and it's fucking pissing me off that... why the fuck do I have to deal with it? Not you. Not that wasn't directed to you. We always get the shitty end of the fucking stick, though. Every time. Supposedly, I was born to lick the fucking hole of everyone's ass until they're pleased enough. Obviously, I'm not good enough for anybody's standards except yours. And that's usually a hit or miss. You know, I'm not good enough for my mother. She could fucking care less about me. I'm not good enough for my grandparents. They could give a fuck all about me. You want to know why? They're worried about me getting a fucking job, nothing else. You know what I mean? And now we're having to deal with a fucking bank that owns this place because our landlord, or wait a second, our supposed landlord, who's a fucking goddamn cunt and a scam artist, I will use that word because she is one. I don't care anymore, babe. She robbed us, and I'm about to smack a bitch because she deserves it. If not, can you please deck her, baby, please? I'd rather actually have that happen.
Right now, I'm not worried about her and her stupidity. What I'm worried about...
She needs to get smacked by you or somebody sometime.
She will get what's coming to her. All of them do.
True.
I'm sorry, but as we've always said, especially you, karma's a bitch.
Karma is a bitch.
And it comes back to bite you in the ass when you're least expecting it.
Hello, this is Como News anchor Eric Johnson. Thank you for calling Como TV News, Univision Seattle, Seattle Refined, and our Sinclair.
Yeah, I wish I could fucking actually talk to you.
Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you know your party's extension or would like to use our dial by name directory, press 1 now. If you have a breaking news story, please press 2, press 3 to reach our account.
Hi, yes, I was wondering if I can talk with a person and not a voicemail about a possible news story.
You can either tell it to me or I can give you an email address.
I would actually prefer to tell it to you, actually, if that is all right. Okay. From the very get-go, I do apologize about my attitude and my frustration. Please do not take it personal. It's more of a panic right now. Right now, me and my wife are living over at 2615 Unit 102 South 240th Street, Des Moines, Washington. We did live up in West Seattle, over off of 35th and Morgan. We were renting through a supposed woman by the name of Virginia Fair or Virginia Pace. Come to find out, after we moved into the apartment or the townhome down here in Des Moines, that the townhome is owned by a bank. The previous owner went bankrupt, as well as we just got also have been told via the realtor that the Virginia that we supposedly knew is not the real Virginia, and the real Virginia passed off the keys to the property months ago to the bank and told them that it was vacant. And then all of a sudden, now we're renting the property. We haven't had any communication whatsoever from our supposed landlord that is now considered a scam artist. And we're now getting ready to be going back to the streets because the simple fact is that we have nowhere to go.
No, we have somewhere to go.
Well, we have somewhere to go. It's called Jonesboro, Arkansas, but we have no way of getting down there via money-wise. My wife is the only one that is working 2 jobs 7 days a week, busting her ass, trying to save up money so that we can move. And we can't even keep $5 to our name in between checks because of the simple factor of is that we got other bills coming out our butts.
Okay, so after you moved in, she then gave it up to the bank?
No.
No.
It
had already been given to the bank. We had no knowledge of it.
Okay. So she didn't actually own the house?
Nope, not what we're hearing. From the owner, from not just the realtor and the bank, but also from the owner of Unit 101 right next door as well, which that property is actually is it for rent or for I think it's a rent to own or for rent?
No, it's for rent.
It's for rent. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's for rent. And I actually spoke with the owner of that unit today, actually.
And they own it. So they're like condos?
Yeah, they're townhomes, actually.
Townhomes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We live in Unit 102. The unit over at Unit 101 is actually owned by a different owner. And I was told via him that the old owner went bankrupt and that the bank took over it in foreclosure. And mind you, I didn't find any of all of this information out until at the beginning of this month, after we had already been moved in since July.
Okay.
I got a PUD bill in my name, electricity, water, everything in my name. And I feel like that I'm getting scammed because the simple factor is that I'm paying money into a property that technically I'm not even supposed to be living in. But the bank is helping us out, surprisingly. And so is the realtor. So I
is now trying to sell the house for the bank.
No. The house, supposedly from what I heard from the realtor today, is that the house has already been sold and that they're in the final process of getting paperwork filled out. What she told me was that she was going to talk to the bank because the realtor was the first person I called before I started calling around. I spoke with the realtor, and stressed my situation, and I told her, look, this is what needs to happen. We're needing the help, because I spent 10 years on the streets and I've now been housed for over a year. I think I did pretty darn good for getting this far. I'm not wanting to go back to the streets because my mentality won't be able to handle it.
And so did you find out it was for sale because the realtor put a sign out front, or she sold it and then came and told you all?
No, she actually put a sign on the front door, which we later lost due to garbage. But it said that the property was for sale and that it was vacant. So that is when I made my first initial contact with the realtor and told her what the heck was going on.
Okay.
So because we've been living here since July 4th. And now everything is coming full circle, and it's almost the 1st of September, and I have to be out of here by the 1st unless the realtor and the bank can pull some magic.
Okay.
I have come way too far to go back to the streets. I'm in the process of packing up right now because if I don't get any help from anybody, and that's including myself. I'm trying to help myself too here. But if I don't receive any help from anybody, then I'm screwed. I go back to the streets. And because I suffer mental disabilities, that's not good. The first 4 years that I lived on the streets up here in Seattle, I was arrested 9 times out of 10 in a month, every month, because of my mental disabilities. I spent a total of 375 days behind bars in King County, SCORE, and RJC, all misdemeanors, just because I was living on the streets. I am not willing to put myself through that again, and I don't want to put myself through that again. I am willing to do everything in my power that I am able to do to keep myself housed. I'm wanting this to be newsworthy because of the simple factor of is that I'm not saying that you guys are ignoring me. I'm just saying in general, I'm getting sick and tired of being ignored, like how the little boy cries wolf. I'm not crying wolf. This is real life crap happening right in front of my eyes, and everybody's basically turning their backs, is what it feels like.
And what did you say your address was again? Is 2615?
South 240th Street, Des Moines, Washington, 98198. 240th. 40th.
240th.
Yes, ma'am. Right across.
2615 South 240th Street.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. We live right across the street from Highline College.
Okay. And what's your name again?
My name is Christian, common spelling with a CH.
Okay.
Last name is
And
Macminn. Macminn, MACMINN. And phone number? As far as I know, I mean, the owner of next door, he even told us to take her to court. Problem is that I don't even have money to get a lawyer to take her to court because I don't even know at that point who I'm dealing with because Virginia Fair is not her name.
Yeah, so she's using a fake name too.
Yeah, false identity.
The SAIR.
Yeah, PHAIR.
PHAIR.
Yeah, and then not only that, hold on, where's that mail at actually? Because I put duct tape over the address because I recorded a video. Not only that, but she's also getting mail here from several other people that we received at our old address back over here, and now we're also getting mail that is not just Virginia Fair, but also Virginia Pace, PACE. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I mean, I would set up a GoFundMe account to be able to try to help us with the funds to be able to move because honestly, it's getting too expensive in this state. And I already have a place for us to go. It's just getting the funds to be able to get there. I would create a GoFundMe account. Problem is that I am banned permanently off of GoFundMe because of my wife's ex's family. Because they made false accusations against me.
Who have any thoughts or advice on what you all can do, as well if it's a story they want to pursue. So I will send them all that out.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you for calling.
Yep.
Okay,
Who else? Oh, yeah, Mom. See if she fucking finally picks up. And actually, motherfucker. They're going to be the last things to be packed. Okay. We need something to keep our sanity.
That's why I'm making this box empty.
Hey there. We sent your call to our voice message system.
Trying to call B.
This paycheck, we've got to pay Sergeant and clear it out.
I know.
Anything that's not a necessity. See, we can't downsize to a smaller storage unit until we can get it moved.
Wanted to try to call him to fucking tell him. But nope. Yeah, I'm calling everybody.
And I'd like to try and find some place that gives out hotel vouchers because they do still do that.
Where the fuck is a tablet then? I just fucking had it. Where did it go? Oh, it's over here.
Please leave your message.
So yeah, this is.
Hello?
Hi, Uncle Gene.
Hi.
How are you?
What's that?
I said, how are you?
We're fine.
Well, you won't believe what kind of day I had.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
Oh, both me and Ashley are both pissed off. Not at each other this time. We're pissed off at our supposed landlord,
Yeah.
who we don't even know who our landlord is because she's using a false identity.
Oh, okay.
So we now have, I've already talked with the realtor. She said that she's going to be trying to do everything that she can for us. But basically we're out of here the first and we're going back to the streets. There's no looking past it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because the simple factor is that nobody's going to help us. Nobody wants to help us with moving. Ashley's busting her ass working 2 jobs trying to save up the money, and we can't even save back $5 in between 2 paychecks or in between checks because of bills. Because we were forced to put all of our money into the bills. None into savings when we first went through rapid rehousing.
Yeah.
And I have nobody that's willing to help us. I'm not calling Mom.
No.
I can't call Uncle Rooster. Aunt Peg, I do apologize. Aunt Peg and Uncle Gene are strapped.
Or what?
Are strapped, meaning you guys have, excuse my language, Uncle Gene, but I'm fucked. I'm going back to the fucking streets and nobody cares.
Well, I care, but there's not much I can.
I want to move down to Arkansas. That's what I want.
That's what you want?
I want to move down to Arkansas.
Well, I know that's what you talk about all the time, but
We've already found a place that we can move into. It's how much?
It's $560.
$560 a month for a 2-bed.
down in Arkansas.
Yes. I don't want to live up here anymore. I don't want to live in Washington anymore. It's too expensive. I have spent the majority of my adult life on the streets, and I'm not willing to do it again. That's always the question, and I've been asking myself that too, and I have no answer. Because the simple factor is that I've been trying to help myself. I have been trying, but nobody wants to see it. Everybody wants to sit there and tell me when I put in an X amount of job applications, they want to sit there and call me a liar. When I'm screaming and I'm stressed and I'm frustrated because the simple factor is that I have less than 4 days to be out of this godforsaken house, I have no help. I get called a scam artist. I get called a liar. I get called a thief. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm wanting out of this godforsaken state.
I hope you don't think I'm begging out on this, because I've done what I can for you.
No, we know that. It's just I'm wanting some advice instead of, so what can you do to get yourself down there then? Yeah. You know, I mean, asking me the same exact questions that I've been asking myself for the past month, it doesn't help.
Well, first thing, you've got too much stuff to move down. But I don't know what you do about that.
Can't sell it because the simple fact is that I got less than 4 days to sell a 10 by 10 storage unit.
So if you don't sell it, what do you do? It's gone.
Keep it here.
We keep it here and then it gets auctioned and I still don't get any of the money.
Please stop.
I really hope you're not yelling at me.
No, what I was trying to say before you cut me off was we keep it here, we keep paying the bill until we can afford to move it.
That is another bill that I don't want to take care of. Because the simple fact is that we get down to Arkansas, you're already taking a pay cut. Who the hell knows if I actually get the job up at Dairy Queen, because Clay is lazier than hell. Lazier than my ass. What?
You're breaking in and out on me.
Fuck Uncle G. I'm done. So what can you do to get yourself down there? I've been asking myself the same fucking question for the last goddamn 2 fucking months. I'd be able to answer that by now if I knew the fucking answer. But no, obviously everybody just wants to give me the middle fucking finger because they don't give a fuck. It was proven on that phone call. It's going to get proven again on this one if my mom quits being a bitch and actually picks up.
I'm saying we should choose either living with a friend, family or friend, or homeless.
Homeless. Because we are. I don't have a landlord. We're basically squatting. There's 2 people up in this chat and I see no talking. What the fuck?
Out of work, not currently looking for work. Out of work, looking for work. Self-employed. Homemaker, student, military, retired, unable to work.
Does it even give you the option of working?
Yeah, it's got employed for wages or self-employed.
Self-employed.
doing this under you because it's most likely easier for you to get it. So.
Why? This is a woman's state.
Yeah, but I'm also working 2 jobs, which is going to make it, oh, sorry, we can't help you.
I don't care if you're in the middle of something. You can fucking pick up.
Not if she's at work, Christian.
It is 7:52 p.m. over on the East fucking coast.
She might be busy with something else at home. They do have personal lives too. And other shit and drama going on in their lives as well. Yep, an address. Well, I can't put the address in here.
Yeah, you can. Mailing address. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Oh, there you are. How are you? Hi, Tasha. How are you? You want me to be honest to you guys, or do you want me to lie to you? I'm not doing too good, Sasha.
Why?
Me and Ashley are getting ready to go back to the streets on the 1st if we can't get the heck out of Washington and down to Arkansas.
Why would you go to Arkansas?
Because the simple factor is that I'm getting ready to become homeless again. Dude, the simple factor is that I have put in well over 2,000 job applications. Ashley's working 2 jobs, busting her butt to try to keep a roof over our head. Arkansas is cheaper. I have a guaranteed job down there. Ashley has a guaranteed job, if not 2. Same with me, plus disability. And the simple factor is it's getting too gosh darn expensive up here in Washington State.
Well, I'll let you go since you're yelling.
I'm not yelling.
You are yelling.
You are yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you when I'm frustrated about something, and if I'm just going to get hung up on because the simple factor is the family doesn't know how to deal with my mental disabilities, then screw it. I don't have no family.
You don't need to raise your voice when you're trying to explain something. Sasha was willing to talk to you, but then
She's never willing to talk to
She
me.
was, and then you flew off the handle.
She is never willing to talk to me because the simple factor is that my grandmother thinks that she is always fucking right. You need to get a job. You need to go back to school. What are you doing with your life? I've tried doing everything that she wanted me to do, and god damn it, it's not good enough for anyone. Because the simple fact is that I try to do what other people tell me to do, and yet when I try to do something that I want to do, I get told differently. I don't get the help. No, I have no family. I'm about ready to fucking drink this shot of Smirnoff. I'm really freaking thinking about it because obviously I can't do anything else. Ronell isn't fucking answering his phone. Tried calling 7 different times on it, but it's whatever. American Hope Resources?
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Fucking love when this kind of bullshit happens. I'm gonna keep calling and calling and calling. Make them fucking disconnect their phone. Because obviously they don't care, so why should I?
Hello.
Hi, Papa.
Hi.
I wasn't trying to yell. I wasn't trying to raise my voice. I am scared right now. Because I am about to become homeless again because my landlord is a scam artist.
Okay.
My landlord, who is supposedly going by the name of Virginia Fair, isn't even her real name. We've been getting mail over here for a Virginia Fair, a Virginia Pace, and a Virginia Juan Castelos. And also we rented from her until September 1st, and now come to find out we've had no communication from our landlord. We've had no communication from anybody. Work sites for me still getting denied. Ashley's busting her butt with working 2 jobs because I'm still trying to look for work. And now I'm getting ready to become homeless again because I don't have help.
Because
because I don't have help.
You have a job lined up.
I have a job lined up for me down in Arkansas already, if not 2. But the problem is getting down there. Because with Ashley working 2 jobs and us having to pay the bills that we have to pay right now, we can barely keep $5 to our name in between paychecks of hers.
Yeah, I know how that works. I've been there.
If anybody knows it.
Exactly.
But no, I don't really think it's a good idea to go to Arkansas.
It's a better idea than becoming homeless in a state that's just prices are rising more and more.
Why does
In a state that's what? Christian, I can just barely understand you. It's like we got a terrible connection or something here.
I am not willing to live in a state where prices are skyrocketing for a studio apartment. It's $1,250 a month for a studio.
Yeah.
I am not willing to pay that. We can't afford it. We can barely. Oh, sorry, Papa.
I don't know how anybody can afford that kind of stuff, but that's the way it is here too.
Down in Jonesboro, Arkansas, I have looked at 7 different properties. One of them is really, really calling out to me. $565 a month for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Last month's deposit, blah, 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 blah. Job lined up at Dairy Queen down in Arkansas with the possibility of getting a second job somewhere else. And all Ashley has to do is just get transferred down to a Walgreens in Jonesboro. Because Ashley's been what's the word I'm looking for?
I've been at Walgreens for a year.
She's been at Walgreens for a year already, as of actually today, or tomorrow actually. She will have worked at Walgreens for a year tomorrow.
Okay.
So she just has to talk with. Oh, go ahead, Papa. Sorry.
It's not very long, but okay. A year is not very much time,
Longer than I've ever been able to hold a job, Papa. You got to realize we have to start from somewhere, and I've been trying the best that I can to be able to get a job, to be able to talk with a psychiatrist, to be able to talk with a therapist, to try to get onto medications. But obviously, every single time that I do, I get turned away. I get told no. And it's because I am too honest.
Well, then don't be so honest.
I get told that I've been told by Sushu several times to stop lying to the therapists. So of course I'm not going to lie to the therapists. I'm not going to lie to my job. But I mean, it's just like every single time that I try to do something, I get reprimanded for something. I try to do something good with my life, and then I get reprimanded for something else, it feels like. And I'm not saying from you guys, I'm just saying in general. I try to do the best that I can and be the best person that I can be, but at times it feels like that I'm not doing enough. Because of the simple factor is that, yeah, I know that I need to work on me. But, if I try to work on me and I try to show everybody else that, hey, look at what I'm doing good. Look at what I've done thus far. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, and look at this. Look at all this positivity. And then I get thrown right down to the dirt.
Well,
You know, I mean, it's just what it feels like.
I'm too far away. I don't know what's going on. I can't. I can't report. I turn this. And I don't know.
I just don't know what to do, Papa. I don't know what to do anymore. I need guidance. I need support. I'm needing advice, not put downs. Advice. Because to me, I've tried everything. And I keep trying. Because I look at it as it's not enough. Because it's not enough for everybody else. Because I try to live up to everybody else's standards. And I'm not even worried about me. Because I'm trying to paint a picture that of what everybody else wants to see me be.
Well, you can't worry about that. You have to do the best that you can with who you are, because as long as you're trying to be what somebody else wants you to be, you're gonna keep going in the mill.
And I don't want to do that. I want to be my own person. I try to be my own person, but I just feel that it's not enough. That it's still not enough. You know, I mean, I'm trying, Papa. I really, really am trying. I'm trying to get in to see the doctors that I need to see to get the help that I need. I'm trying to get in to be able to get a job. I'm trying everything.
Okay.
And I'm doing everything that I can with my physical power. But when a job looks at me and says you won't be able to lift 50 pounds consistently because you have a healed broken clavicle on your left side, we won't hire you.
Well, and maybe you don't need a job that's going to make you lift 50 pounds on a regular basis.
Yeah, understandable on that, Papa. But you know, I've put in well over I don't even know the number. I just know it's over 2,000 applications since December of last year. Across this entire state, because I don't want to be in Seattle anymore. I don't. Uncle Gene and Aunt Peg hate the drive out here, and I can understand why. I understand why they hate the drive out here, and I can understand why the rest of the family doesn't want to even be near Seattle. You know,
for me, it's not that I don't want to be out there. It's that my job took me elsewhere.
Yeah, no. That's no. I know that, Papa. I know that. You know, it's just with today's day and age, when there's no way that, to me, I feel that there is no way that I can get a job in this state. I have to go somewhere else. You know?
Can't you go down to one of these manpower companies that put temporary people out there and you know, that's how a lot of companies hire anymore. They bring in temporary people when they need them, and the good ones they keep. The ones that don't fit, when the rush is over, they send them home.
I've tried, Papa. Been denied at those two. PenMac, Labor Works, Labor Ready.
Well, you know, I that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, Christian, unless you're walking in there to the interviewer and saying, you dumb shit, you better hire me.
No, the Labor Works doesn't do an interview process, and neither does Labor Ready. They go through a numberized keypad test. Basically like the written on a written test for your license. Something similar, minus the factor is that they ask you information such as, will you be using your paychecks to be buying drugs with it? What will you be using your paychecks for? And like, hello, I'm not a drug addict. My paychecks would be going for rent and for food. But obviously that's not good enough for them. I took the test right up to the freaking front desk, and they told me that I failed, and I asked them why, and they said that I scored too low.
Okay.
You know, I gotta wait until December to reapply for Walgreens again, because they if you fail their aptitude test, you have to wait 6 months to reapply. That was the other job that I was wanting to go for down when we moved down to Arkansas.
Okay. You know, you had a few jobs up there.
Yeah, Jack in the Box. I ended up having a gun pulled on me through the drive-thru, and the guy tried to jump through the window as well. Pink Elephant Car Wash, I was let go because of another coworker of mine, a supposed best friend of 15 years, actually, who quit, went to Jiffy Lube, and is now back at that job. Dairy Queen, I was working at over in Linwood, but I ended up getting hit by a car, and they fired me.
How did you get hit by a car working at Dairy Queen?
Crossing the street on 99 heading to work.
Oh, so you weren't at work. You were either going to work or from work.
I was going to work. Wait, was I going to work, or was I coming home from work that day?
You were going to work.
Yeah, I was going to work.
Your boss even saw it happen, but they still fired you.
My boss even watched it happen too, and they still fired me at that Dairy Queen. I can't work for a UPS because there's still a do not rehire on my file, and I don't know why, because it's been over 7 years.
Well, you should know why. You know what you did on that job or didn't do. They kept you as long as they did because the preacher at the church kept standing up for you and saying, give him another chance, give him another chance.
Yeah, I know, and I messed that up by leaving.
Pardon me?
I said I messed that up when I left. Nobody else messed it up but me.
Yes, I know. I know that.
I just wanted to make sure that we were both on the same page with that.
I'm glad you finally know that too. But when an employer hires somebody, they need them to show up for work every day and do the job they were hired to do. They don't need a bunch of advice from them about how to run their business. They don't need somebody that's sick 2 days a week.
Well, first of all, I was
Or, you know, they hire people because they've got work to do and they need people who will show up and do it. If you can't show up and do it, then they don't need you and they fire you.
Yep. But see, I wasn't even fired. I left state before they even did. I called them and told them that I quit. Because I remember Sushu tried calling me when I was living down in Missouri, saying that they were calling me wondering where I was at.
Well, I thought you quit that job before you left here.
That's what I thought I did too.
But
You know, but from my knowledge and from what I recall, do I know if it's 100% fact? No, because it was well, I can't really say years ago, but a couple years ago, you know, and I can't really remember back that far. So do I know exactly what happened? No. All I know is that I quit before I left, and I heard down the grapevine that they were supposedly trying to get in contact with me to have me come back.
well, now if you didn't officially quit, you just stopped showing up for work, then you could, you know, there'll be a do not rehire forever because, well, for the very reason I just stated, they hired somebody because they had a job to do and they needed you to do some work.
And I didn't do the work.
Well, there were times when you came home and told Sashu that they sent you home because they didn't need you, and we found out later the preacher had to go in and cover for you because you didn't show up.
I'm still here, by the way, and I'm listening.
Yeah. Well, that was just a comment.
No, I know. But you know, I mean, I've been trying everything that I can, Papa. I've tried everything that I could think that I have done. You know, and it's I don't know what to do anymore. I don't, because if I go back to streets, I won't be able to emotionally handle it.
If you go back to what? You won't be able to what?
If I go back to the streets, I will not be able to emotionally handle it. My body will shut itself down.
Oh. And at one point you were living on the street and you said you didn't want to live indoors. I've heard that too.
That wasn't me.
Pardon me?
Yeah, I don't believe that was me. It could have been if I was PO'd, but that's about it. I've been wanting to stay off the streets.
Well, this is a long time ago. This was shortly after you went out there.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm wanting to stay off the streets, Papa. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying everything I can to be able to keep it that way, but it's just when I want to do something to be able to try to better my life, it feels like that I get reprimanded. You know, I get told that I need to do something is what it feels like. And that one thing that I'm told that I need to do, I can't do, because the simple factor is that it's just going to be putting me back at square one. I don't want to be back at square one. I don't want to be living in a tent. You know, because like I said, I will not be able to emotionally handle it, and my body will start shutting itself down because of the emotions and the stress. I mean, Papa, you and Sush, you also got to realize you know, mind you, I'm 29. You know, even though that I act like I'm 13. Okay, 2.
You were a lot sharper when you were 2.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm acting like I'm a 29-year-old. Okay, so I'm acting like a kid. Okay, and I'm trying to get out of that, but when I don't know, Papa. I don't.
Yeah, you need a job.
Yeah, I do. And this state isn't giving me any. It's just
nobody's going to give you anything, Christian. Nobody's going to give you anything.
unless I put the work in for it. And I have been putting the work in for it. 2,000 job applications, I say, is putting in some pretty darn good work on trying to look for a job. You know, I'm not trying to argue with you, Papa. I hear what you say, and I'm acknowledging it. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm arguing with you, because I'm not. I'm not. That's far from what I'm wanting to do. I do enough of that with my wife. There's been a time or two that she's even called me a bass pole.
Yeah.
No, because you can be one.
Did you guys get married?
Not yet.
Not yet, no. Due to we don't have the money for it. We're wanting to just go through the judicial system with it first, and just the what? Going through the courts to do a civil service, you know, do it that way, and then wait until we can actually afford an actual like wedding to have the entire family there, and basically just redo our vows and have the whole ceremony, you know.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take a big fancy ceremony. It just, you know.
Take some friends and family and a couple of candles in a room. Mom and Dad did it.
Yeah, well, your mother Dad's wedding was a lot fancier than mine.
Yeah.
So,
And if
Sasha
you
and I get married in a real estate office in Nevada.
hey, you know what? You guys have been married for how many years?
53.
I'm sorry to say this, but that probably was one of the most beautiful weddings that I would have ever wished to have seen.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out whether it's going to last or not.
You know,
Maybe I'll
and
go 60 and quit or something. I don't know.
geez, you haven't even retired from your job yet, Papa. How old are you? 23, 24?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost. See, you were born in 90.
Yes, sir.
I was almost 50 when you were born.
Yeah, and now I have a daughter. 2, technically. Stepdaughter and biological.
Yeah, I've been back to New York to see one of them.
I saw the pictures.
She's something else, that one. She is something else, that one. We enjoyed spending some time with her.
I'm glad.
But now Chelsea's got a little girl.
I heard from Clay. He actually told me the day that it happened, and I told him congratulations, and I told him to tell Chelsea too.
Yeah, she's what, 2 months old now?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, and you know you're getting old when time flies, whether you're having fun or not.
Exactly.
So yeah, and I guess I must be getting old. I've been up here now for 21 years.
Since I was 8 years old, I remember when that truck drove down Mitchell Drive and over to the house in Big Lake.
Yeah, you were there when they brought our furniture, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I was 7 years old. I think we were getting ready to be celebrating my 8th birthday later on that month.
Okay,
Because I think me and Skylar came over middle of July. I think it was after the 4th. I know that.
Yeah, moved in before you guys got there.
Yep, and I remember helping the movers. I remember helping them carry those freaking mine and my brother's beds into the house, mine and my brother's dressers, and
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, I think you were just,
I was knee high to a grasshopper.
yeah, you were just a little tiny baby when we moved from Seattle to Arkansas.
I wasn't even 4 months old yet, Papa. I spent my very first Christmas, and I think it was a 1-bedroom apartment with 4 dogs, 4 dogs, 4 adults, and 1 screaming baby. And that baby
Yeah,
was
it
me.
was a 2-bedroom apartment.
2-bedroom, my apologies.
Yeah. We lived there for probably 6 months and then moved into that house on Cherrywood.
Which the house is still there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Trust me.
I didn't want to move here. I wanted to stay there.
I know you did. Trust me. The entire family knows. And they knew.
Yeah.
That was your guys' dream home.
That just didn't work out, though. And the place we got here is just a townhome.
Yep.
The place we got now, that place over at Big Lake, we sold and moved out of that a couple of years ago.
Yep.
So time marches on. Yeah, have you talked to Gene about any prospects for jobs?
Yeah.
I mean, he knows an awful lot of people up there.
Yeah, I've already asked him. He gave me the information, and I've applied and got back no, because either they were filled or they just didn't need me, or I didn't fit the qualifications.
Okay. Well, you
Which is a
real
downer.
funny work history. So
Yeah, that is true.
if people start calling around to previous employers to find out, you're going to have to find somebody that's willing to work with you, willing to give you a chance.
Yeah, obviously, I thought my boss from the Pink Elephant was willing to do that, but obviously that didn't work out.
He was willing to versus upper that said no.
No, that's you're correct about that. He was willing to help me get another job, but it was his uppers that weren't allowing him to.
You must be talking to somebody else.
No, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
And
well,
I also have Ashley in the room with me.
Sounds like the phone is twisted away or something, or you're not talking into it.
Oh, service, even though that we go through Cricket, service is spotty still.
Yeah, you need to find somebody that knows somebody and is willing to stand up and say, this kid is all right, give him a try.
Give who a try?
You.
You need to find somebody that knows somebody that could employ you. And that person is going to need to stand up and vouch for you.
The only person that I have that's actually like willing to do that is Clay and James. But the issue,
I don't know who James is.
No, James, I believe. James, Clay's uncle, I think is what he is. James Holland?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But they're Clay, because he's getting ready to become an assistant manager at Dairy Queen, he's already told me, he said, you get down here, I'll make sure that you have a job. And if not, he told me, he's like, if not, then I'll help you find one. Our only issue is just getting down there. I could honestly, I care about our storage unit, which has a lot of our sentimental, valuable items in it, such as family heirlooms of Ashley's, because she doesn't have any family left. Yes, we understand that there are things that we do and that we will need to get rid of.
We just have to get to the storage unit.
We just have to get to the storage unit to be able to put it up on Facebook, but at the same time, it's, less than 4 days and I don't know what's going to happen. Because I called the realtor for the place that the bank, because the bank owns this place, and I called the realtor who's working for the bank, and I explained our situation to her, and she's trying to do everything on her end. And she told me that she's going to try to get in contact with us within the next day or two to let us know.
We're also looking for places that get out hotel.
We're also looking for places that give out hotel vouchers. We're trying. We're trying everything that we can. Be right back, everybody. Got to use the restroom. And we're trying to go through the resources. That we have. Since it's Seattle, and supposedly there's so many just wonderful resources out here and everything. And yet a lot of the resources are shelters, and I refuse to stay in a shelter because it will keep me and Ashley away from each other, which we both won't be able to do that. And not only that, but I also, like I said, I'm 29 years old. I've had 9 heart attacks since the age of 23. No, the phone's right here next to me. Hold on. You better. But like I said, it's a stupid service up here because we're down in the right next to sea. But what did I say? Because I don't know if you heard me or not. But what I said was, I've had 9 minor heart attacks since the age of 23. And if you want to know why, because of crystal methamphetamines. How I found out was because when I was first homeless in Seattle, this was before I met Ashley, this was before I met Jessica, this was before even Catherine was a twinkle in my little eye. I decided to try crystal methamphetamines once. Supposedly, I overamped, I blacked out, and I woke up 9 hours later in the hospital. Doctors telling me that my heart went into cardiac arrest twice. My heart stopped 3 different times, and I had to be brought back to life 3 different times during that 9 hours. But the thing that really surprised me was that the person who gave me my first hit of meth was at the hospital and was waiting for me to wake up. And then after that, that was the last time. That was the one and only time. And because the doctors told me it was an allergic reaction that I had, and to do anything and everything I could to stay away from it. And living up at the Navigation Center over in the International District of Seattle, I had 6 six minor heart attacks because of people using crystal methamphetamines inside of the building. And that was the Navigation Center shelter. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll stick to my cannabis, my caffeine, and my nicotine right now, and I'm getting ready to be quitting cigarettes. It's just I know for a fact that me and Ashley have already both said to each other, we both know that we can quit. We both know it. We both know that we can quit cold turkey. It's not that hard. It's just we have too much stress, and it's the only thing that helps the stress. I mean, yes, I would love to have something else than that, but because of how much stress we're going through with just getting off of the streets, trying to stay housed, trying to keep a roof over our heads, me trying to find work, Ashley trying to keep work, me trying to do everything that I can to be able to make money, which is live streaming right now, which is what Skylar did, while also looking for work. I would love to be able to sit in front of an Xbox or a computer all day, every day, and not care. But I know that I can't do that. So yeah, I mean, I play video games. I do. But when I'm not, though, I'm usually putting in job applications, checking my emails about jobs, and even though that I get a no, I still sit there and say, all right, time to go to the next one. I get a no from there, time to go to the next one. Even though that it makes me depressed as all heck because I keep getting denied, I keep trucking. I keep striving. I do everything that I can to be able to keep my head afloat without having to call family and say, hey, I need help. I mean, yeah, yesterday I ended up having to call Aunt Peg and Uncle Gene and tell them we're out of food. I wasn't even asking for food. I was just letting them know that I was stressed because we were out of food and that I was waiting on my food stamps to show up on the 6th. And then I get what if we were to stop by Walmart real quick and bring some food down there for you, like sandwiches and top ramen and such? I'm not gonna argue. Okay, I didn't even want to ask. Yeah, you know what? Asking for help, yay, it's a wonderful thing, but at the same time, I don't want to do it. I'm a grown adult. I should be able to take care of myself. It's just I've hit a lot of speed bumps. And I'm trying to get past those. Yeah, and I'm trying to fix those speed bumps. I'm trying to be able to flatten them out so then that bump never comes back. But supposedly the root of the tree just loves to poke up through the cement and just add another bump. Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I know that there's a job out there for me. It's just not here. Yeah, there's work out here, but if I don't have an address, I'm not going to get hired. And that's what I'm trying to say too, Papa, is that I've tried everything. You know, I've tried everything. Because you've been secured with the same job technically. Because you went from Acromix to, you know, you went from Acromix up here to in Washington. Was it Acromix down in Jonesboro too, or was it Acrowood up here? Okay, yeah. And then Elk River Machine. You know, and you know, I mean, you worked at each one for so long. You know, I mean, you had the managers that sat there and here, do this, and I'll do this for you. Yeah. Babe, can you call her? Yeah. Yeah, well, now in today's day and age, if I ever, gosh, there's been jobs that I sat there and proved my manager's wrong, and I got fired because of it. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, you know. But it just whenever the managers would tell me to do something and I went to go and do it, it was always never good enough. That's what I did at the Elephant, and obviously, you know, 11 months working there, and obviously it wasn't enough for the manager because the manager, in all honesty, Papa, I think the main reason why I got fired was because of the simple factor is that the manager couldn't get into my pants because the manager is gay. That's why I think I got fired, because the simple factor is that he tried to make a sexual advance towards me when me and him had to go and pick up some equipment for the workplace over at the Home Depot. Because it wasn't even 2 weeks after that happened, I lost my job. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, obviously Washington State doesn't want me. It's a defeatist attitude, especially when it's the truth. When it's just too expensive. Ashley doesn't make enough to be able to put us into a studio, even with 2 jobs.
I don't even make enough for a freaking hotel room. Other than
She doesn't
2
even
nights.
she doesn't even make enough for a hotel room except for maybe 2 nights working the 2 jobs. Rent's even more expensive.
Not only that, because of one eviction.
And because of Ashley's 1 eviction because of her ex, which has been paid off entirely out of her pocket,
I've accumulated because of my ex.
and the debt that's been accumulated because of her ex as well, that we're still trying to pay off. Yeah, we can't even afford to pay for an application fee up in this state. And people ask me, why Arkansas? Why Arkansas? Why Arkansas? Because that's home.
Not only that, it's cheaper in general.
And it's cheaper in general. Ashley gets transferred down there. She'll be taking a $3 pay cut. That's it.
But still, I'll be making enough to pay.
She'll be making enough to be able to pay the rent and pay the bills while I am out busting my rump trying to find a job if I'm unable to get the job at Dairy Queen. James even told us, he's like, if you guys get down here and you guys still don't have a place to go, you guys can crash out on my floor. I even told him, I said, I'll even make one better for you. How about this? I don't want to do that. I'll just post up a tent up in the backyard as long as I'm able to come in to use the restroom and to be able to take a shower and do laundry. And to get out of the heat. I mean, it's impossible. Impossible is not a correct word. Improbable.
Nothing's impossible.
Nothing is impossible. That is correct. It is improbable for us to be able to stay housed up here. Well, I mean, it seems like that everybody's just, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And it's the only thing that I have to do. It's either that or I go back to the streets again and I die. It's that simple.
No, it's either that or we make our way into the woods and build ourselves our own homestead.
Yeah, no. I need a job. I know that. I ain't finding one up here, and that's what nobody seems to get. I need a job. I need to see a therapist. I need to see a counselor. I've been trying, but no end in sight. I keep pushing and I keep pushing and I keep pushing and I keep getting denies and I keep getting denies. Even though that I'm getting sick and tired of the freaking denials, I still keep pushing and it's still not enough. I'm trying to better my life, but it seems like every single time that I try to better my life, I get put down because I am not living up to someone else's standards. Why should I be living up to someone else's standards when I should be living up to my own? Yeah. No, you know a lot. You know a lot. You just don't know what I go through because like you said, you don't see it. You know. No, won't do that no more. Or they don't do that anymore. Best thing that I can do is go and fly a sign, and I'm not doing that. Because I'm putting in the job applications.
Or keep looking for work around the area, doing laundry.
Yeah, basically sitting there standing on the corner of a freeway exit ramp saying anything helps. God bless. Panhandling.
A lot of people actually do make a living out of that.
Being a beggar. I'm not a beggar. What kind of dog? Boston? Oh, she'd still eat aqua. Probably the best answer they're gonna get. Ah, okay. I don't even know what that is. Yep, basically going, crap, Dad. Mom's gonna punish me. I mean, yeah, I understand on what everybody else would do. You know, it's not what I can do though. You know, I mean, like I said, I've done everything. I've put in job applications over and over and over and over again, with still no end in sight. Yeah, my end is in Arkansas, but obviously nobody wants me to move there. They just all want me to suffer and live up here in Washington State and have to deal with homelessness again. That's what I see. That's what I feel. That's the vibe that I get from everybody. I there's nothing. It's not that I'm wanting you to say something, Papa. It's just I'm trying to let you guys know that my life is trying to turn around, and it's just I have no support emotionally or anything. I don't want money. I want that to be out of my family's heads, because I'm getting sick and tired of every single time that I call a family member, if I'm depressed, they automatically assume he's wanting money. I don't want money. I don't want food. I'm wanting to be able to keep a roof over my head. And that means that I have to get a job. That means I have to move south. But everybody still wants to sit there and say, no, don't. No, don't move. Stay there. If I stay up here, I go back to the streets and into an early grave, because I will not be able to emotionally handle the streets again. Opinions are just like assholes. Everybody's got one. You know, what problems do I have in my head, Papa? No, you can't. Do I want you to fix all of my problems? No. I want to be able to fix my problems. I know I can get a job, and I'm wanting people to stop thinking that I am thinking that I can't get a job. I know I can. I've been trying for the last 9-10 months. It's not my fault that I am busting my ass trying to get a job, trying to get my name out there, trying to put the applications in, trying to put the legwork in to be able to get a job, when I get told no. It's not my fault that I get told no because of how my work history was in the past. It is my fault for what I did in the past. It is my fault for the actions that I chose in the past, and I'm trying to fix those, but every single time that I am wanting to fix those, I get nowhere except put back into the dirt, told no, told I can't do something. I'm getting sick and tired of being told I can't do something. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying in general. I'm getting tired and I'm getting sick of hearing you cannot do that. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. Why can't I do something that I want to do if it's not indirectly harming someone else? I can understand about worrying. I can understand about guidance, knowledge, giving a little bit of a push, having an opinion, but literally sitting there and, me saying, hey, I'm wanting to do this, and then being told, no, you're not going to. What makes that person think that they can run my life? Hey, Everyone's got one. And I really, there's not. That's what I'm telling you. There's not. Over 2,000 applications. 2,000 across this entire state. McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Burger King, Jack in the Box, PenMac, UPS, FedEx, Safeway, QFC, Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS Pharmacy, Chevron, Arco, Shell Stations, Texaco's, warehouse work, construction, you name it, I've put in the job applications up here in this state for it. I go out and see people and also put applications in online. Because 99% of companies nowadays are doing applications online. When I go out, hold on, babe, how many times whenever we were to go out to somewhere, whether it were to go up to Dick's Burgers to pick up a single burger, or to go up to the Chevron or the Arco to go and grab something to drink or a pack of cigarettes whenever we have the money to be able to, how many times have I asked them, hey, are you guys hiring? I'm not scared of working. What I'm scared of is going back to the streets in a city that I hate, because all that's going to be around me are drug addicts. I'm not living that life again. Actually, it would matter, because the simple fact is, if I was on the streets living up in Duval, there is not a single tweaker, there is not a single heroin junkie in the city of Duval, Carnation, or Stillwater, and that's because of the police. And I've heard that from Sergeant D-Bach himself, my old high school security guard. Family doesn't fucking care on what I think. You need a job. No fucking shit. I need a fucking job.
That's a decision you make early on. I made the decision back when I was in high school that I wasn't going to do pot, which was I don't know what the common drug is now, but back when I went to high school, it was not.
Washington State is seeing the biggest opioid crisis in the nation.
Yeah.
Seattle is the capital of the opioid, cocaine, and crystal methamphetamine of the entire United States. Seattle is ranking top 3 in crime rate.
Yeah. It's right up there. But, yeah, there's I don't know about up there. Up here, you go in almost anywhere, and there's hiring cooks. We're hiring stock clerks. We're hiring, the signs are all over the place. Almost. You're down to the mall and you're gonna go by half a dozen or a dozen stores that have unwanted signs out.
Yep, but once Amazon moved into Seattle, that took everybody else's freaking, oh, here, you want a job? Well, too bad. You need to have this, and this qualification to be able to get hired on. Amazon destroyed everything. Duval's not even the same anymore. Duval actually has a metro bus going from Microsoft into downtown Duval for the employees.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the bus service that used to run from Muckadew up to Boeing for the people that lived on Whidbey Island.
Yep.
The big companies put in, there's perks. Now, unfortunately, to get in with a company like Amazon,
I have to have a college education of at least 4 years, if not more. Same with Microsoft. I can't even be a game tester.
I can understand that with Microsoft, but with Amazon, they have warehouse people.
You still need at least 2 years of college. I've already checked. I've also talked with Amazon employees. To be able to, from what it seems like, is to be able to work in Seattle, you have, at any job, you have to at least have A, prior experience, B, a clean work history, C, a college degree, or D, a high school diploma. They won't accept anybody with a GED anymore in Seattle. And it's because of the simple fact is that as soon as Amazon, Google, and everything else moved in, the city is booming. We're starting to turn into LA. Just not as bad. The Alaskan Way Viaduct is destroyed, by the way. That's no longer there.
I know. That's a tunnel now.
Yes, Seattle's history.
But the Alaskan Way Viaduct was old enough and shaky enough it was going to fall down. The big concern was we get the tunnel done before the viaduct falls down. In the next earthquake, it would have come down.
That's true.
Yeah. But we haven't even seen an earthquake since 2001. Back at that 7.0 or whatever it was.
And that doesn't mean you won't have one tomorrow.
If we have one tomorrow, I honestly hope that it collapses this freaking house and takes me with it.
Thanks, babe.
I honestly hope it takes you too.
Fuck you.
Well, what? I mean,
I want my daughter to live for. Thank you.
Same here, but obviously it's going to be putting us back to the freaking streets one way or another because we have nowhere to go.
Try to make the best out of it the best way we can.
Guarantee you in 3 weeks I'm dead. Because my emotions will not be able to handle it.
And I'm trying to fix that.
You cannot be the only one that fixes it, baby. I need professional help.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about our living situation, okay? So stop snapping.
Sorry.
Well, if I was up there closer, maybe I could give you some advice. I'm too far away to do anything like that. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not sure I know who you are anymore.
Well, grown up.
And why do you say that, Papa?
You know, I don't know.
No, you do. You just don't know how to say it. Because the simple factor is that people.
I can't give you advice.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about, how am I different? How do you not know who I am anymore? I mean, I'm sorry that people change, whether it's for the better or the worse.
Yeah, well, I think I've changed a little too.
I mean, I'm sorry that I'm 29 and I'm trying to freaking get my act together. I'm sorry that it's taken this long because, I had people breathing down my neck when I wanted privacy. Talking about counselors and therapists and psychiatrists.
You don't have to be sorry about anything. You just have to do something about it.
Yeah, well, obviously trying's not worth anything anymore. People want to see do. But you can't get to do unless you try.
That's right.
And I get irritated when I try and I tell people that I've been trying and then they sit there and they say, well, you're not doing it hard enough. Or you're doing it wrong.
It may be hard. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sorry that I've changed so much in the last 9 years.
Well, you need to change.
Change is a part of life.
You need to continue to change. You need to continue to grow.
Like I said, I go back to the streets. I'm not going to be emotionally able to handle it. Because my body will shut itself down.
Okay. I don't know what to say. You don't want to go back on the streets. You can't find a job. The only answer is to go to Arkansas.
That is the only answer. It's not the only one, but it's the smart one. Because I have a job. Just got to get my lazy ass down there. The family wants to see me do it. That's understandable on that. I can agree with everybody on that. But I'm not going to try to hitchhike across this country.
Okay. You come right back. You need a job to earn some money.
And I'm not getting that up here.
Ugh.
I'm not getting it. The applications prove it. So I mean, I don't know what else the family wants me to do. Literally, I don't. Because all I ever hear is, you need a job, you need a job, you need a job. I know I need a job. I know I need a job. I've been knowing that I've needed a job. I've been trying to get a job. We've also been trying to start up our own business, too.
Well, it takes
walking around to the neighbors' yards asking if they need help with yard work. I'd say is doing something. Problem is, though, is that I'm not going to any of the neighbors around here because why? None of them have yards. Either that or me no speak English.
Learn to speak Spanish.
The ironic part about that is none of our neighbors are Spanish.
None of our neighbors are Spanish.
They're all Middle Eastern.
They're all Middle Eastern.
Or else that wouldn't be a problem because we both know mediocre Spanish.
Because, I mean, both of us know a little bit of mediocre Spanish. You know, you taught me the basics.
Yeah, I can't do any more than count in Spanish anymore.
Oh, you can talk to someone in Spanish, especially if they say, hola, ¿cómo está, señor? Muy bienito. Means very good, you too. But you taught me all of that. You also taught me poquito, little. You know, you taught me the basics 1 through 10. Saying hello, saying goodbye. The difference between señora, señorita. How to sit there and tell someone to shut up in Spanish nicely. Well, and I've been saying it wrong because I've been saying cállate, por favor, and obviously that pisses off a lot of Mexicans.
You've been saying what?
Cállate, por favor.
No, that's quiet, please.
And then puta.
Yeah.
That's the B word?
No.
Or is that the P word?
The P word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
That's 21 years ago, if not a little bit more. What are you trying to say, Papa? I'm getting too old now?
Well, you're too old to be starting to make a life. Right now, I'm about 20 minutes from taking the dog outside and hitting the shower so I can go to bed.
Gotta
I gotta get up and go to work in the morning.
Gotta get your daily S's in, huh?
Yeah,
Shit, shower, and shave.
you got it. And tonight's the night. Yeah, shower and shave.
It's Wednesday. It's your usual.
Yeah.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
I'm starting to feel bad. My neighbors out here just walked by again. That's the third time they've come by here since I've been sitting out here. They're walking around the block.
Huh. Being up here in Seattle, people would consider that suspicious.
They'd consider that what?
Suspicious. Or other known as prowling.
Why? Because two elderly people come walking past more than once.
Yep, it doesn't matter. It's Seattle. You walk past a house twice and you just look at the person who's sitting outside. It's even happened to me. I walk up to the gas station and I looked over at a house, and there's somebody outside smoking some weed. Cool. All right. Kept on going. Came back, smelt it, looked over, and he was over there again. But this time there was also a cop outside and he was pointing at me. Just because I walked past, looked over, saw him smoking weed, ignored him, walked up the street to go and get me some water from the gas station, and to come back to have to get talked to by the cops of them assuming that I was prowling the neighborhood. I've seen it happen to elderly people too. I saw a 65-year-old get hassled by Des Moines PD the other day just because she was sitting in the drive-thru of a Starbucks talking on her phone waiting for her coffee. Just because someone said that she looked at him weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's bad.
But that's life. You just deal with it and move on.
Yeah.
If you let everything upset you, then you're going to be upset all the time. But anyway, I gotta wind down and get in and get ready for bed.
All right, I'll be calling you guys this weekend to let you know if I'm homeless or not.
Okay. Well, I really hope everything works out for you, Christian. If you work for it, it's going to. It should. It will. A lot of it's just a matter of being at the right place at the right time. You're a personable kid. I mean, you've always had a way of making friends with people.
I've also had a way of losing friends and family members too. I'm getting sick and tired of losing family members.
Well, clean your act up.
I've been trying.
Yeah, I great. That's absolutely wonderful. But don't stop working on it. Don't stop working on it. You kind of need family. You kind of need friends.
Honestly, what I want is Dad, but I know I can't have that.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming anybody. Trust me on that, Papa. I'm not blaming anybody. I've just been going through a lot since he's been gone.
Well, he had to get going anyways, so.
Sorry. I'm gonna fucking put it straight.
Wasn't Papa
Hey.
your dad's dad?
Yeah, Papa.
So
That's Papa. That's my Papa.
yeah, bringing up your dad is probably still hard for them to talk about.
It is. Why do you think I brought it up? I mean, people want to sit there and get irritated with me because the simple factor is that I'm not doing what they want to do, and I don't want to do what everybody else does. I want to do what I want to do, and the only person that I want to make sure that I make proud is my God-forsaken father. God rest his soul.
Yes, I understand that.
No, I mean, yes, I understand. I want to make you proud of me too, but at the same time, it's just
Right now, what we need is positivity and not stressed out negativity. Okay?
I'm gonna be drinking this Smirnoff here in a little bit. Can you call him off of your phone, babe? You hear me, babe?
Hey, give me a few minutes and I'll call you back on my way home.
All righty, brother.
Bye, man.
Yeah, I said call him on your phone. Ronell.
Talk to Papa's phone back.
It's just. Hello?
Yeah. I didn't hang up on you.
It was the ear, wasn't it?
It was what?
It was your ear, wasn't it?
No. All of a sudden,
The phone's gonna
the phone shut off. The battery went dead on it.
Oh, GG.
I don't remember, I was moving somehow and my hand touched the speaker button on the phone and it went squawk and then I put it back up to my ear and said hello, and you weren't there and I brought the phone back in the house and looked at it, it was stone dead.
Oops.
So I guess it was past time to quit talking. I need to go get my shower and take the dog. Or I need to take the dog out and go get my shower and go to bed. It's time for me to go to. I've got to go to work tomorrow.
All right, Papa, get some rest.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Come on, Ronell, you're fucking active. Still gotta call Mom, too. No, I don't even want to fucking talk to her. I don't want to talk to my mother. I don't. I told her that we needed to talk now and she refused to call back, so fuck her.
Like I said, people have other lives.
No, I know that, but she says, hold on, give me it. I'm busy. That was over an hour and a half ago.
So what? I've had to wait for your mom for 3 hours before she's called me before. It's called being patient.
I said for you to call.
I'm still trying to log in, okay?
Go ahead and go plug your phone. You're fine if you just want to go and sit on the bed, all right? If you need something from me, just holler. Make me a sandwich. Just babe, call the Walgreens. Yeah, call Walgreens. See if Jamie's still working.
Move that up. Supply ship? No. Dude, don't be a pussy. Yo, break apart so we can drop faster. I need a peacekeeper. Looking for the guns. Where are the guns? Oh, found the gun. Mozambique. Throw the whole gun in the trash. It's one shot. It's one shot. It's one shot. It's one shot. Fuck! I'm down. It wasn't one shot. Oh, that's the problem. My damage settings were set to stacking and not floating. My math was off. I thought I had him for 500 damage. Still need a peacekeeper. Is this game cross-plat? My buddy on PC wants to know. One on me? One on me? One on me? Three on me? Three on me? Three? 9 on me?
What's up, Mad Dog? Not good, brother. Not good, honestly. Not doing good. So you're sitting back watching Spike Strip video because here within the next couple of days, I'm probably going to be ending up on the streets again. No, everything's not okay. Come to find out, our landlord fucked us because we don't even know who the fuck our landlord is. The person who rented to us up in West Seattle and here had stolen someone's identity, lied to us, deceived us, robbed us, and now I got 4 days left. We're in the process of trying to pack up to go back to the streets because I have no help from my family for moving. I have no help from the friends that I have in real life right now. I have no help from anybody. None. And it's irritating to where I lived on the streets for 10 years. I don't want to go back to the streets because I know for a fact I will not be able to emotionally handle it. I have a job lined up down in Arkansas for me already. All I have to do is just go in, get the interview done, boom, sign paperwork, I'm hired. And then I have a possible second job 4 months down the road, working for either Walgreens or CVS as well. And we already have a place lined up down in Arkansas. But the issue is, though, is that everything is about money nowadays. She's the stronger one out of both of us emotionally, honestly. Yeah, she's the one with the more level head right now. Me, I'm
I
just...
see glass half full, he sees glass half empty. And Jamie says your prescription's already been filled. They just have to pick it up as soon as she's off shift, and yes, they're gonna drop it off here.
Did you also let her know what the fuck we're going through, or are you just gonna wait until
she's
they...
at work. You
Okay.
don't bring drama up at work
Yeah,
anymore.
true. I forgot about that. Sorry. You know, no, she's the more level-headed one. Say hi, babe. Okay.
Hi.
You know, she's the more level-headed one. I'm the one that's fucking freaking out. And
Because if we go back to the streets, we have 3 options. We try and find a place like St. Vincent de Paul's or something like that that gives out
Sorry.
motel vouchers.
St. Vincent de Paul doesn't give out hotel vouchers anymore.
I mean, I said something like that.
I don't even know if
But
there is any places that even
says
do.
that Salvation Army does.
Last time that I checked about Salvation Army, they told me no. But that was also
They were probably out.
3 years ago, I think, roughly, give or take.
Yeah. Then there's also, yes, going back to tenting it, but that is not a technically feasible option for either one of us. So the only other thing is...
No, I will not be able to go live. If I end up back in the tent again, I will not be able to go live to my Mixer or to my YouTube. YouTube, because the simple fact is I'm needing 1,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel to be able to go live off of a mobile device. So,
But the third...
and that's even what's even more fucked up too, is that's where I got my YouTube start. Live streaming from the tent.
Yeah, but the whole thing is our third option, which is not very feasible, but it's doable, is finding a place that's technically on a bus route, technically abandoned, and we fix it up. So technically we'd be squatters in an abandoned home, fixing that place up while staying there, but
Yeah, I'm not willing to do that because that's just looking for jail time.
that's why I said it's not feasible, even if it's doable.
If I end up back on the streets, I'm not going to be posting anything. I'm sorry, I won't.
We end up back on the streets, the only bills we will have to pay is my storage unit, which we're going to downsize so that it's only about $50.
And the phone bill, that's
And the
it.
phone bill.
But I'm not wanting that to fucking happen. Neither one of us do.
What?
Going back to the fucking streets.
No, but unfortunately right now it's our reality unless we can figure out some way of stopping it, which means we've got to go to the churches and other places that have anything, and see what they can do for us, because some churches will put you up in places and not just tell you to go to a shelter. But yeah. And your uncle and me talked, and he said he's available to take some of our stuff and store it at his house for us, like the bed and mattress. But it has to be tomorrow, because that's the only day he's available.
then where am I gonna fucking sleep in my own home that I have right now?
No, it's either that or we don't have help moving that and we have to leave it here.
Why, we owe shit on it anyways. We haven't even made a single payment on the fucking bed. They never got in contact with us.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah, it's a comfortable fucking bed, but why sit there and take stuff that we really don't even need? If my family actually wanted to fucking help, they wouldn't let me get into this situation again. After I have tried so fucking hard to keep a roof. Yeah, you know what? I just stream. But I also put in applications on the side and there's no end in sight. And all I get from the rest of my family is, don't do it. Don't do it. And then when I tell them, you can't tell me what I can and cannot do, the family doesn't want to fucking talk to me. Because the simple factor is that I'm not their little baby boy anymore. I'm a grown-ass fucking man. I'm wanting to prove that to them, but my family doesn't fucking let me. Because they don't give me the time of day. And then they wonder why I get pissed off at them, why I scream at them. It's because the simple factor is, yeah, I understand. We all have real lives. We all do. Okay? Here, let's put this for an example. Mom dropped everything for Skylar. Everything. Dropped everything for Catherine. Catherine, I can fucking understand. But my brother? He was living in LA. He sold his company. Oh no, he lost his job. Mom, I can't find work. I'm about ready to lose my house and end up on the streets of LA. Come live with me in New York. Okay, I'll be there in 5 days. I'm getting ready to be going back out to the fucking streets here in less than 4, and my mom could give a fuck less. Aunt Peg and Uncle Gene can give a fuck less. Sushu and Papa can give a fuck less. You want to know why? Because they want me to make them happy. They want me to show them of what they're wanting me to do, not what I want to do. My entire family wants me to fucking bow down to them, do what they want to do, damn well knowing that I can't because I've tried. Papa even said it his own goddamn self.
Calm down, or I'm done talking to you right now. There's no need for snapping.
Papa couldn't even answer the question of when I asked him of, what do you mean you don't know who I am anymore? He couldn't even answer that. I don't even know what the fuck to call him anymore. And I'm supposed to be a Papa's boy. Not a mama's boy. Not a daddy's boy. A Papa's boy. And yet my own grandfather can't even answer the simplest of questions after he'd said something out of his mouth. I don't even know who you are anymore. What do you mean by that, Papa? What do you mean you don't know who I am anymore? And he can't even answer it.
I can answer it right now. I can.
No, you can't, because you haven't known me for 28 years.
People change. People grow up. You two haven't been in constant communication for quite a while due to differences in opinion. So, of course, he doesn't know exactly who you are anymore because you're not Papa's little boy no more.
Yeah, sorry that I'm trying to grow up and show the family that I'm my own man. You can't run my life.
That's why he has the right to say, I don't even know if I know you anymore. It's because you two have grown apart.
Yeah, there's something that I've never wanted.
It happens though. It does. Whether you want it to or not. And it's all due to people maturing, growing up, getting older. You know, it's a part of life. It happens. It doesn't mean you don't have time to reconnect with that person.
Yeah, but time's very fucking short. For him. Not for me, but for Papa. Papa does not have that much long. He doesn't. I can hear it in his voice. I can't.
He's about 80.
No, he is. He turned 80 this year. Or 79.
Right now, what we need to be focusing on is our current situation and what we are going to do about it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out too. And the only thing that, in all honesty, the only thing that I can do is continue doing this and looking for work. It's the only thing that I can think of that I can do besides helping pack around the house. Fuck you and telling me to go around to the neighbors asking if they need help with yard work. I'm not going to do that.
I was going to tell you, you could start by helping call churches or, these other places to see about.
Will not call a church. You want to know why? We only have one phone. You're going to be the only one to do it unless you are willing to leave your phone here while you're at work, which you're not going to. Because the simple fact is, yeah, but how are you supposed to get in contact with
I don't
me?
have to get in contact with you. I'm at work.
Okay, what if...
I'm a big girl, Christian. And I have this.
That you never take to work with you. I've only ever seen you take that to work 3 different times, and that's because I forced you to. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Because how many times have I called you and, in all honesty, how many times have I called you and bitched at you because you didn't take your mace to work?
Yeah, I understand that. We're not talking about that right now. What I'm talking about is leaving my phone here. I don't mind doing it. It's you who does, because you have panic attacks, because I don't get in contact with you.
It's not just that. Look at what you fucking deal with every fucking night at work. Do you really think that I'm wanting you to go to work without your goddamn motherfucking phone when you're getting off at 11 o'clock with no way to be able to check the bus schedule, make sure that you're on time for the bus? If you need to call the fucking cops because you got some fucking drunk punk trying to come at you, guess what you don't have? Yeah, you have your mace, but you don't have your phone. I'm not thinking, I understand where you're coming from, but you don't understand where I'm coming from. I'm thinking about your safety. You don't give a fuck about your safety.
That's not true. I'm right now trying to think of what's best for the both of us right now, not just myself.
For the both of us right now is to not be bringing up the fucking homelessness. Because the simple factor is I'm not going to be on the streets. I'm going to fucking Jonesboro, Arkansas. Come hell or high water. I am not going back to the streets.
And I'm trying to figure out how to do that, okay?
And you should know why I refuse to call people. Really? Do you really want me to try to call churches and shit in this kind of fucking state? You're more level-headed than I am.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't help me any when it's just me doing it.
Yeah, well, my apologies that I can snap at any given fucking moment in time. Exactly my point.
I'm not getting into this.
Then go back to your bedroom and just leave me alone. Because you're not getting it. It's either your way or the highway. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. You know what? I'm getting sick and tired. Yeah, like you really want me to make phone calls to these places when I'm not emotionally stable. And I understand that you want my help to do it, but guess what? I can't always do it because I'm so fucked up in the head because I don't have the help that I need. Not saying from you, I'm saying just in general. It's what I don't fucking like either about anybody. I say one thing and they twist it. Everybody does. I mean, fuck, babe. Babe, you kidding me? If I could ask for fucking donations, I would. Did you even hear me, or are you just ignoring me? No. Hey, trust me, I know. Fucking thing is sitting right here to fuck you up. To get some of this airflow back this way, okay? Because I'm fucking sweating over there. Look. Oh shit, that's an easy fucking fix. It's too straightforward. It hadn't even been fucking touched. Like because I remember when I picked it up, wait a second, what the fuck are you doing? No, I said, okay. I really would. I honestly think that it would help our communication. Because then I don't have to get up and come over here asking, did you hear me or not? I'm not sure why it's just I will not be able to emotionally handle churches. How many times do I have to fucking say it? Until you get it through your head. I'm not asking you to fucking do it. Then stop assuming.
Well, you just said it.
I said I cannot help you right now because I cannot emotionally handle it. You are twisting your words. You are twisting what I say because you're not listening. That's simple. It really is, babe. It really is.
What I hear is you just won't do it because I'm not talking today. I'm talking like tomorrow when these places are open. Like after you have
I don't know. We'll have to fucking see what tomorrow brings. But today I cannot emotionally handle it. I was Listen. Yeah, because you don't listen. I said it the same exact way now 5 times. Then listen. Then start listening. Please, that's all I ask. Because I shouldn't have to repeat myself. Say it in your head, please. Hey, what's up, bro?
Not much, just got home. What's up?
Do you want my honesty or do you want the lies?
What do you mean?
Well, let's see. In 4 days, I'm going to end up on the streets of Seattle again because of my landlord.
Again?
Yeah, the lie is I have a landlord. Oh, wait, no, the fuck I don't, because my supposed landlord is using a false name.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. It's been confirmed. It's been confirmed by the bank, by the realtor, and now today via the owner of the next door unit, which is up for sale.
That's fucked up shit.
So yeah, I'm getting ready to be homeless in 4 days. And you know what I've been told the last week?
They can't do anything.
Huh?
They can't do anything, can they?
No, well, I don't know about the realtors. I'm waiting until tomorrow to fucking hear about either tomorrow or the next day to hear about that. But because I had to call the realtor today because I ended up getting the realtor's phone number from the owner of the unit over. Because we lost the realtor's card information. Well, actually, I lost it.
Oh shit.
You know, but that's because all I saw was a piece of paper. I didn't realize that it was her card, so I just threw it away.
Right.
You know, so it's, I mean, that's neither here nor there now. You know, I was able to get in touch with the realtor, but the point being is that my landlord used a false fucking name.
Yeah. That's fucked up shit.
You know,
they didn't do it just to you guys.
I can't fucking afford, I can't afford a lawyer to be able to take her to court for fraud. I can't afford to be able to move out of state. I can't even afford to fucking keep food on the table. Everybody keeps telling me I need to get a job. I've been trying to get a fucking job. I've put in well over 2,000 job applications in the last 9 months. Hold on. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
You know, so yeah, I'm getting ready to end up back on the streets because for the last like month from Mixer, I've been hearing you need to get a job. Streaming's not for you. This isn't for you. You need to get a life. Blah 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 blah.
They told Zombie the same shit. They told Zombie that he wouldn't even fucking do anything to benefit Mixer at all. So they didn't even give him a partnership.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
Who, Mixer themselves?
Yep. Yeah, Mixer should have told Zombie that he wasn't fucking going to do anything to benefit now and annually for him, so.
Hey.
One of the reasons he said he was on Twitch.
Oh good, get him the fuck off of Mixer. I'm sorry,
Well,
but
he said that, but he's yet to leave Mixer. He's still on. It's funny.
yeah, the reason why he's not bringing anything that, do you want to know why Mixer said that? Because of his attitude.
Oh, I know, but he could cares less anymore what he knows. He's dead to me.
I mean, fuck, I even tried to. Oh, go ahead.
No, so when he told me, I just looked at him as a piece of shit because he unmodded me and he hasn't made me a mod yet to fix it. He said that's the only reason I called him or considered him family is because I was a mod. It's like, yeah, okay, dude.
I didn't consider none of us considered him family because we were mods.
No. And that's the thing, even Lisa was telling him that shit. He got pissed off at Lisa because Lisa was trying to make him understand the way that we all felt, and or at least how I felt about the shit.
And then let me guess, he fucking snapped at Lisa.
Mm-hmm. So it is what it is, J.D. Moore. He's full of shit. You know, just like we've all thought, felt the same way, but I told Pete it's just the same thing. I was like, you guys can go ahead and support him if you want. I have no problem against that. You know, like, I don't. I'm done. This is the way he fucking said the shit. It's like, dude, you don't even give me a chance to even have you know, think that you know how I feel, understand. You're just gonna see that I'm the bad guy. Fuck you.
Yeah, and it's, you know? And also, you know, the reasoning behind, you know, Mixer not giving him partnership is look at the way that his stream has been going, dude. What has he been doing the last 5 months? Web shows, 24-hour live streams. If you're going to continually do 24-hour live streams for web shows, you will never make partner.
Not to mention, I mean, he constantly is still smoking on a fucking stream, which I know Mixer is up against, but obviously they're not going to make you a partner with Snoop. And Snoop don't even fucking care. He's doing it just to do it. You know?
Snoop
for how long to talk shit about Twitch.
Snoop is
better.
Snoop is actually a product. He's not doing it for partnership. He's doing it for charities. That's why he's over here. Same with Ninja.
Yeah.
Ninja came over to Mixer because simple factor is what was the last straw for Ninja was that whenever Ninja was offline, they used Ninja's channel to be able to host the top Fortnite live streams. And on a Sunday night, Ninja's channel was automatically hosting via Twitch a top Fortnite streamer. But guess what was happening? It wasn't Fortnite. It was porn. Had over 3 million people watching for over 3.5 hours, and that's when Ninja said, I'm fucking done. And he actually came over to Mixer. Microsoft didn't pay him to come over to Mixer. He said, fuck you, Twitch, once that happened. He announced that he was going over to Mixer. Yeah, that's when he announced that he was going over to Mixer, that's when Microsoft stepped in. Because now he has a fucking sponsorship through Adidas. Fucking watched his that Red Bull and
I was saying Red Bull was the last one I knew for sure.
Oh, dude, he's always gonna be on Red Bull, dude. Fucking Red Bull paid for his fucking dojo.
Oh, I know. I watched the YouTube video about it. That's how I knew it was still under Red Bull and shit. Oh, yeah. It's just must in the B. I don't know what's going on with B right now. He's being doing good. I know the kids are fucking pretty much against him right now. They say that he's back with DX and he's saying otherwise. And doing like 4 days without fucking leaving his room other than the word. Now you can just surviving up battery drinks.
Yeah, well then probably not a good idea for me to. Probably not a good idea then for me to call him and talk to him about my problems.
I mean, it might, just so that way he has someone else to fucking talk to. He hasn't even been on. I haven't seen him online in 3 years. I the other night streamed for I'm not sure how long because I know I played a couple games around with him, but I went to like 6 something.
Oh yeah, I no longer have Realm. I no longer have all of the games that I used to have. Call of Duty being one of them.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that because your Xbox was down and shit.
Yeah, I mean, we have the wifey's Xbox. It just won't fucking play Call of Duty.
That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, well, the disc tray is fucked up on the Xbox One, but 2, we ended up game sharing with Killzone and getting the digital download for it. And you know, usually if you're game sharing with someone and you get the whatchamacallit?
Digital.
Yeah, the digital downloads. You know that I've had no issues with my digital downloads. War Thunder, World of Tanks, World of Warships, Skate 3 have had no issues. Even Need for Speed, for Christ's sakes. You know, I've no issues with it. I mean, yeah, Need for Speed Rivals will have the issue of, you know, the Xbox doing that nice little zzz, you know, the seize moment. But all I gotta do is just hit the home button and I'm good. Restart it up again and it's fine. You know, it's just
my 360. Oh, so
yeah.
It was weird. That's how my 360 started. It like stopped reading Call of Duty, and then slowly but surely stopped reading most of my disc games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's stupid.
I mean, I'm just, to be honest, bro, I'm fucking scared, dude.
Well, I don't blame you, especially with what's going on. I mean, you guys really don't know what's going on at the moment until you actually find out what you're currently trying to do.
I mean, the only option that me and the wife have besides the streets is Arkansas.
Right.
And the only
how are you gonna get down?
That's our issue.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck all, dude. I mean, I could fucking care less about our storage unit up here. Because the simple factor is, when we get down there, I have a guaranteed job. My wife, she'll have a guaranteed job because all she has to do is just transfer locations. You know, and we'll be able to pay the storage still. You know, keep the storage paid until we're ready to have it fucking move down here, and then pay a moving company and say, hey, look, this is the storage unit. This is our blah, 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 blah. Go and pick it up, bring it down here, and we'll give you a nice tip.
Right.
You know, I mean, because we're only needing the bare necessities for when we go down there. And plus, I mean, we're wanting it. The only way that we can go down there is via train, and that's because we have Aqua.
Right.
You know, and then come to find out from what the wife told me was that we can't take Aqua on a train. And I'm like, why the fuck not? That's bullshit. She's my goddamn service animal.
Especially if you have like a small carrier and shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got all of that, dude. We got a small carrier, food bowl, water bowls. You know, my ferret's fucking treated like Miss Queen Bee. You know, she's more spoiled than me and my own wife are. You know, but also, though, it's at the same time, though, like I said, you know, my ferret's my fucking emotional support animal. And people will sit there and go, how the fuck can a ferret be an emotional support animal? When you have a fucking animal sit there and come and lay down at your feet because you're pissed off or depressed, and they know you are, and they will not leave you alone until you pick them up and you're calmed down, you know, that's a fucking emotional support animal. You know, oh, I did have a like.
Animals are an animal.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not going through any states that ferret's illegal in. You know, so the only states that ferrets are illegal in is California, Hawaii, and Alaska.
Right.
To my knowledge, I don't know if there's any other.
Also, as far as my knowledge, I don't think they've added any other ones.
You know,
What's her
I mean, yeah, I mean, and you know what's even more hysterical is that Zombie also fucking instilled into me, don't ask for donations. And what I've been noticing too is that no streamer ever asks for donations. No streamer does.
I just got I'm offline right now. I just got a party invite. Someone Z-A-Y-Z's. I don't know who the fuck this person is.
Yeah, there's people that'll send me weird party invites too, dude.
I've never seen that name before.
I'd write it down and message them. Do I know you?
I might.
Have we played?
I recently played people, and I don't see.
Could
I'm
it?
showing offline, so I don't care.
Could it be one of B's accounts?
I don't know. It's not one that he's mentioned before.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I'm tempted to get into it, but again, my luck is one of the zombies, so it confused.
Well, that's when you just sit there, laugh at them, and say, this. It's exactly what I had to do yesterday. Actually, when I had somebody join my fucking Mixer channel by the name of I Spank Dora 23.
I think I've seen that name before too.
Yeah, and was just complete. Dude, he ended up calling me Mr. Four. He's like, you stupid four eyes. So what? I wear glasses. My wife loves them on me. I have had no issues from anybody else. Everybody else says, dude, you actually look really professional with those glasses on.
Yeah, you don't want bad glasses, dude.
I'm actually surprised I can actually pull glasses off. I look pretty damn good with glasses, if I say so myself.
I'd say some people can pull them off, and other people can't.
That's why I told you, Zombie has my support via a follow. That's it.
I got nothing against that.
And then also, but see what also fucking really made me laugh too was when you sat there and told me about Zombie saying that I came into his channel trying to spout some shit, whispering him.
Right.
That was.
He's also used how we fucking had him unban you so you could fucking still talk in our channels against us. It's like, okay, but you've had us do the same thing to other people for you, so what's the difference?
Exactly. And see, here's the thing though, is that I came and I talked with you and B-Rat about it. I only talked to you guys, and I told you guys, don't ask him. Let it just, because I even asked you guys to ask him for me. And the answer was the same from both of you. No, just let's wait and let things kind of cool down a little bit, and then we can approach it. That was the answer from you and B, and if I need to fucking step into Mr. Zombie and look at him and tell him, dude, you need to fucking get off your high horse, I will.
Oh, no, that's not even that. He just, like I said, he threw you in there at one time. That's it. He's just trying to use everything he can think of for an excuse to be upset with me. He's trying
to blame his problems on everybody else. Is what it is. Mm-hmm. I used to have that issue. Mind you, I used to. But guess what though? My issues are my issues. If I get pissed off, like let's say Dabs, if I were to get pissed off at you and yelling and screaming at you, you did nothing wrong. It's just because I'm pissed off. You know what I mean? Same with B. And I don't know what it is, man, but I've gotten along a lot better with you and B than Zombie any day of the week.
That's how me and B feel. That's how Sis feels too. He's even using it as those two don't even come into the channel that much. I even told him, I was like, Zombie, all three of us have told you you're constant moving fights. We can only tolerate for so long. And it's your choice to do that, which we're nothing against. But you can't expect us to sit there and put ourselves in that kind of shit just to support you. B and Sis both have a hard time with the fucking flashing lights.
Yeah.
Me, I just didn't get along with half the fucking people he had in there, so I just kept my mouth shut when I was in there.
Right? Same here.
When I came back and saw that I was unmodded, I was like, okay, well then fuck you, huh? But he's still a mod in my channel, even if he doesn't come back into it, because I'm proving a point to him. Yeah,
I've still been waiting for B to come back over to my channel so that I can remake him mod because of fucking Mixer.
Like I said, I still plan on letting him know that, but I haven't even seen him. I haven't seen him pop to my channel. It doesn't mean he's not there, but
yeah, I know that he's popped into my channel from time to time. He's a little sneaky bastard.
Oh, yeah. hoping everything's alright with him, so I haven't heard from him in 2 days. I got a picture of him drinking an Ensure, and that was about the last thing I've heard from him.
Hey, what flavor Ensure?
I have no idea. I couldn't make it out.
Oh, dude, Ensures, dude, let me tell you, man, those are not just for old people. Ensures, dude, oh my God. My favorite is chocolate.
Me and sis were told he needed to get fucking something in his system other than goddamn energy drinks. That's all I was fucking drinking.
And
Not doing anything else.
Ensures do come in handy. They really do, because they help with calcium, protein, calorie. It's basically what Ensure is basically a breakfast shake. Is what it is.
Well, that's what I told him. I was like, it's better than nothing. I was like, that was just something in pictures like, is this big enough? And I was like, it's better than nothing. I go,
Yeah.
It's the best you could be doing. I go, but it's better than nothing.
I'd rather be seeing B drinking, fucking 5, 6, 7, 8 different Ensures, with 3 energy drinks. Because the simple factor is at least he's still getting the nutrition that he needs.
Yeah, and that was mine and sis's main thing, because he was pretty much just sitting there when I was all starved. Over all the bullshit that was going on with him and the kids. And you know how he gets, he doesn't want to listen to anybody, he gets stubborn.
Well, I mean, he also
get information from Colin and them to call and call the cops.
Yeah.
And the cops show up. Just because, we were scared. We had no idea what the fuck he was actually doing to himself.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was the last we've heard. We've heard nothing. And it makes me wonder.
Kind of makes you wonder if he went to a hospital or something.
Where it literally got to that point that, because supposedly the oldest two, Scaly and Lofi said to the cop that they were taking care of him and how they're keeping an eye on him and stuff like that, which is bullshit. Because we even heard that about ourselves. Like, the whole time he was even online, we never once heard any of the girls, never once seen any of the fucking girls. It's like, if you're helping him out, you're making sure he's eating, what the fuck you done?
Yeah, exactly. The only one that's actually been mainly worried that I've seen about for B is, besides us, that's actual family, is Kagome.
And right now, those two aren't even talking because something happened with Amber, which is Kagome's girlfriend, and B told, Colin, Kagome, to stick by your partner. I have nothing against you doing that. You stand by your partner's side. That's what a boyfriend would do. A good boyfriend would do, blah, blah, blah. So they haven't really been talking either. And we had those two trying to get through to B and tell B, they wanted to be there. They were going to go see him. And then at one point, fucking Amber just said, I don't even care at this point what happened to school, blah, blah, blah. And that's what pissed me off. I was like, that's not what family fucking does.
Yeah,
and
and
literally begging them to fucking make phone calls. They were the only ones that knew where he is. We still don't. I think Sis does now, but I still don't, which I'm not against. But in that kind of scenario, and get rid of that album, and Colin was actually aware of what was going on. Because we were talking to him, and we don't even know if Colin knew that's what was going on or what.
yeah.
That's really like hoping beings on time, even if it's just to be on the media player or something, so you at least know it's online.
Yeah. But, at the same time, I'm trying to, because I worry, I usually worry about others before I worry about my own damn self, but.
I don't blame you right now. Yeah, your guys' scenario is just as important, if not more, because it's your guys' scenario right now. I'm back up against that.
Yeah, because all I need is just to get down to fucking Arkansas and I'm golden. I have if I don't have an apartment, I have family that I can sleep on their floor, or me and Ashley can post up a fucking tent in the backyard, to be able to sleep in, and they'd leave the sliding glass door open for us so that if we needed to come in to use the restroom or grab something to drink, we could. That's, you know what I mean? And the only thing that my cousin asked me, his name's James, like second or third cousin, he actually sat there and he asked me, he told me, actually he didn't ask me, he told me, because he knows that I grow cannabis, he knows that I smoke. he's like, I don't care that you do it. If you want to bring that stuff down here and if you want to grow and if you want to smoke, he's like, go right the fuck ahead. I don't care. It's your life. He's like, but the first time that you offer my kids, he's like, I won't have to call the law. I am law. And that's because Arkansas, same with Texas, has an old law that not a lot of people know about, and it's called the Castle Law. My home is my castle. I have a trespasser on my castle grounds. I have the right to use lethal force. Yeah, dude, down in Texas, bro, like if you're caught trespassing on somebody's property and they tell you 3 times to leave and you don't leave and you're still facing them and they shoot you, guess what? There's nothing that your family can do. As soon as you turn around and turn your back to the person at their property and start walking away, they are not allowed to do anything except watch you leave the property. That's it. Because as soon as they shoot you, if your back is turned to them, that's attempted murder. It doesn't even matter if you live in a castle law state or not. You know, that's one thing that I love about it. And I'm going to love the fuck out of a castle law state because then that is where my pride and joy come in. Come fuck with me on my property. You'll be leaving in an ambulance. Can't do that up here because the cops are nothing but fucking pussies and want to arrest everybody. You know, but it's just really fucked up to where I'm finding out all this fucking information from the realtor of the house that's selling it for the bank, plus the owner for the property next door to us, or the unit next door, plus the bank. You know, so I told the realtor, I'm like, okay, look, I said, I do apologize about this. I said, but we're needing a little bit of extra time, or we needing to know what the fuck to do, because this is what's happening. This is what's going on. You know, it's like, what the hell? You know, I mean, I can only do so much on my end.
Yeah, especially because I had no idea what's going on. So. You gonna be on later on?
I'm gonna try to be. I mean, I'm honestly not sure because I mean, I'm going through so much shit right now. You know, it's just because I mean, dude, I'm gonna, if I can't get down to Arkansas, I'm going back to the streets, and I have no help. People tell me, well, you can only help yourself, but yeah, you know, I've been trying to help myself, but when I have jobs that sit there and deny me, I can only do so much.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. That's what sucks.
You know, I mean, I just wish that I had the fucking money just to be able to get down there.
Or if I had the money, you know, I'd be helping you guys out. I'm still waiting for fucking my check to get fucking here from fucking cancels. I mean, it could be a whole lot. It's gonna help me and Dad a little bit extra.
Right?
I'm supposed to go do another festival this weekend, but there ain't no fucking way. Being a holiday weekend and shit.
You know?
I had to cancel that. That's another $400 right there, just for 3 fucking days. But I would have a way up there, and I can't afford to take off more time.
Yeah.
We just lost like 3 more fucking cooks within like fucking 3 days, so.
Jesus.
Yeah, it sucks. More hours, but it still sucks. Now I'm closing like every other night at work, so we're starting to slow down a little bit, which is going to be nice because the winter hours here soon, so.
Yeah. Alright, man, well, let me hop off of here and try to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing because still.
Okay, like I said, I don't blame you for wanting to figure it all out, bro. So, just let me know if you find out any more info on what's going to go on, because I don't want to just get on one day and not see you online anymore.
And don't worry, dude. I'll keep you informed as much as I can. I mean, because I'm finding out from the realtor. I'm honestly hoping to find out from her tomorrow or the next day.
Right. Well, hopefully we can not have that shit as soon as possible, so you guys aren't just sitting there going, what we're supposed to do now.
Well, I mean, when I only have 3 days until the 1st, it kind of defeats the purpose. And then when I'm sitting there trying to actually call my family, my blood family, my biological family, and asking them for, help and guidance, I get the no, don't do it. You need to get settled up here. I can't fucking get settled up here if I don't have a fucking job and I can't find one. 2,000 plus job applications, bro, since December. When I have a guaranteed job down in fucking Arkansas like that. And I even told my grandfather, I'm like, look, I am done trying to make everybody else happy with my actions. But, let me hop off of here. I may be on later tonight, but if I'm on, I don't know, PUBG, I'll probably end up being on fucking War Thunder again.
Alright, well, if you just hit me up, I should be on, so.
Alrighty,
I'm
brother.
not sure if I'm going to be streaming or not, but I'll probably be on doing something.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming the mixer or not either. I mean, I've been live on YouTube for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I think I'm just going to keep this one going. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I was the only one on last night, so you know how it goes. I'm on, if I'm on, if I'm not, I'm usually still sitting here doing something.
Right.
Alright, bro, you try to take it easy and figure shit out and let me know what's up.
Yeah, definitely, brother.
Alright, man, try to relax.
Trying to. Love you, man.
Love you, bro.
Hey, if you hear from B, tell him to get in contact with us ASAP. Okay?
I will. That'll be one of the first things I ask him and tell him to do, so.
Alright, love you, bro.
Well, you do. I'll tell him wifey I say hi.
Yep.
Later.
Right, that's what I see right there. Look at that. There you go. Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Look at that. Right? Fucking stupid ass game. You know what I'm going to do with this fucking shithole game? When you fire projectiles from your chest, not from the weapon. So we're going to go to the library. We're going to go like this. We're going to go to Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, right? This piece of shit game, right? Right? We're going to fucking uninstall it. Right? Get that piece of shit pre-alpha game off my computer right now. Right? Get it the fuck off. I'm sick and tired of it. It fucking makes me so mad! That's it, I'm done. Give me out of here. That's it, I'm done. That's it. Yeah, piece of fuck, that's it. Give me the power to
I'm starting to like Dr. Disrespect streams.
Corporation. Projection screen, LCD screens, but outside of that, yeah, I feel comfortable. This is it.
This is it. Now, one final question for you. Could you dunk on me?
Come on, man. Ah! Well, when he's laying on the ground, passed out, and I'm still holding onto the rim, right? Dangling over him. Need a reality check, man. Right.
Oh, this is hysterical.
Let me all jam it down. Talk about back in the days. Sir and me.
Come on, baby. No, seriously, there was some sort of one-on-one scenario. This guy's in love tape. Seconds, I went past up the shoulder. He jumped on me, but not straight down, not here. Always a pleasure to have him here, so thanks so much. Well, let's go. Yeah. This range, I got to account for the curvature of the earth. You mean the earth is flat? So,
You're gonna be tranquilized soon? What do you mean by that?
that's fucking bullshit. Fucking, the net is like 35 feet away from me. You gotta be kidding me. 360 double.
I just honestly wish that I had something to smoke right now. I mean, I got my Smirnoff. I'm gonna fucking just probably get on some PUBG later tonight just to fucking solo it. Actually check out the new demographics of it. Is PUBG free to play on PC? Because last time I checked, Pub wasn't free to play, but I also don't have a gaming PC.
I don't know how it was in head. Yeah, there's one further down lower, and there's one on top end.
How long ago did you download it, though? Oh, okay.
What are we cheering about? my string. Hey, your hitbox was like 10 meters around here. Urgent tryhard for the $5. I should always roll.
Wait, dumbass teammate was trying to street snap you last game. Glad you wrecked his ass. Pathetic. Get him up out of here.
That's what we did. Yeah. Player unknown, what's going on? Your game is shit. So why are you telling me that? Huh? Huh? Rusty Trench, Ogden, 22 Bakakukagaka. Clock Thomas is Tier 1 operator. All have recommitted and committed to the Champions Club. I love it. So, I really do there. Gotta stop doing this club. It's sick for you guys to see them. We had shot from where we killed this guy? What not?
See, I think Dr. Disrespect too plays first person.
He's injured behind that tree. I just killed the kid, right at his head. I'm looking at the blood in his head. Look at these guys. been drinking all night, I think my kid is hurt. So I told the girl on the second joke. I asked her, knock your ass out, you better stick and move, bro. Chain hang to my damn leg. Chain hang to my damn leg. To do it, you said you gotta get a bang. The leg so sexy when I'm never trying.
Yeah, it is. I already know it is, but I don't have a PC to be able to handle it. Yeah, lurk doesn't work in YouTube, sir. But I'm going to actually end this. We've been live for 3.5 hours. We're going to be going live again on Mixer.com, guys. Mixer.com/FreeForDen. If you feel like donating to be able to help us move down to Arkansas, you know, we got 3 days. Link is in the description down below. So much love, guys.